Today I'm going to read to you from a book called Vanishing Ireland by James Fennell and Turtle Bunbury. Kay actually gave me the book. James Fennell's the photographer, and Turtle Bunbury is a wonderful award-winning author and historian. He's originally from Ireland. The book itself is made up into 5 different chapters: Children of the Field, Children of the Music, Children of the Trade, Children of the Horse, Children of the Water. And what it's about is people who are 70 years and older in Ireland, and it tells the story, their story, and the story of vanishing Ireland and the people who lived in these ways over the years. I'm going to read to you part of the introduction written by Turtle Bunbury. They say that when Zeus is deposed, chaos reigns. Ireland in the 21st century is a country that has much to come to terms with. In the last 20 years, the pace of life has accelerated to such an astonishing degree that even children agree time is flying. In the 1990s, we witnessed the country's Roman Catholic Church tumble from its lofty heights. At the same time, we found ourselves in the utterly unexpected position of becoming a prosperous country. There may be talk of golden ages in Irish history, but the common people of Ireland had never experienced them. Very suddenly, everything changed. By the year 2000, most young people were earning enough money to invest in houses, cars, and leisurely holidays. The mass emigration of the Irish to foreign shores, a constant for over 3 centuries, came to an abrupt halt. Indeed, there was much about the past that now seemed irrelevant. However, throughout this island there are men and women whose traditional ways do not sit quite so easily with this brave new Ireland. To younger generations, their sepia-hued world is difficult to comprehend. It seems like an almost make-believe land of thatched cottages, potato furrows, and pony traps. The stage in which these tribal elders played out their lives was little different to that of their grandparents before them. And of course, it was every bit as real as our own. Posterity does not generally acknowledge the common people as anything more than an electoral statistic. Their life stories have always faded into the archives. This book sets out to capture and preserve the stories of some of these people. When they were children, Ireland was one of the poorest countries in Europe. Their parents were adults during the horrific days of the First World War and the Irish Civil War. Their grandparents may have remembered the Great Famine of the 1840s. The grandfather of one man we met knew people who fought in the 1798 rebellion. History can play strange tricks with time. Some people don't like looking back at the past. Spike Milligan famously declared that it hurt his neck. The older generation lived through remarkable and difficult times. The Ireland of their youth allowed for little optimism. As children, many of those we met had slept in the same beds as their siblings, walked to school barefoot, and fed on cabbage and potatoes and perhaps some of the salty bacon hanging from the kitchen ceiling. Their homes had no electricity, no running water, no washing machines, no fridge, no television, no telephones. Families were large, the number of children often running into double figures. Fathers generally walked or cycled to work. Most had a donkey or horse, which they'd hitch to a trap if need be. Farmers conglomerated at the weekly cattle and sheep fairs. Social life revolved around Mass, always an excellent place for picking up the latest gossip. Some followed the hunt. Others preferred the giddy fiddles and dancing feet of the Céilís. The postman occasionally brought word from aunts, uncles, brothers, and sisters who had left home to make a new life in England or America. For many who stayed behind, alcohol afforded an emigration for the soul. Others took the pledge and never touched a drop. Curiously, most of them insist that, despite everything, the Ireland of their youth was a better place. As Addie Dowling told us, "Oh God, it was a hard life, but it was a grand life. And whatever the hell way it was, the people was somehow happier and more contented."